had a happy time most of the time because they accepted what I had to offer, because as you know, it's not really an acting part. It's they choose a doctor and he plays it in his own style. So, I mean, I wasn't acting when I was in Doctor Who. I was just saying Doctor Who lines.
Tom Baker, an iconic figure in British television, is best known for his charismatic portrayal of the Fourth Doctor in Doctor Who, a role that made him a beloved staple of the series. With a career spanning several decades, Baker has been celebrated not just for his acting, but also for his distinctive voice in various narrations and shows. His personal life has seen its share of drama and adventure, from bustling family dynamics to tranquil later years in the countryside. Join Facts First as we present Tom Baker is 90 years old. Take a breath before you see him now. Early life and acting career. Tom Baker was born January 20th, 1934 in Liverpool to a modest family. His father worked in the Merchant Navy while his mother was a barmaid and cleaner. Despite their financial struggles, Tom had a supportive extended family, which made his childhood a happy one. World War II was a big part of his early life, but instead of being sent away for safety, his mother kept him close at home. Tom found the war period thrilling rather than frightening. He collected shrapnel and earned a certificate from the Lord Mayor of Liverpool for his efforts. He also served as an altar boy during this time, which he found exciting despite not fully understanding the Latin used in the services. Academically, Tom struggled. He failed the 11+ exam, which set his educational path on a different course than his peers. At age 15, he joined a religious order in France seeking a monastic life. Following his time there, he was required to complete national service, which he spent in the Army Medical Corps. Initially, he was put in charge of a medical museum, a role that left him isolated and bored, prompting him to transfer to a more active duty as a hospital orderly in Germany. It was there he discovered his knack for making people laugh, through the amateur dramatics organized by the Corps. This led him to apply to drama schools with the help of a librarian, and he was accepted at Rose Bruford College. But the structured courses there didn't suit him, and he dropped out. His theatrical work caught the attention of important figures in the industry, leading to more prominent roles, and eventually to his casting in major films. Tom's career reached a new height when he was cast as Doctor Who. This role brought him fame and a series of opportunities in both TV and film. His portrayal of the benevolent alien captured the imagination of many and remains one of his most beloved roles. Becoming Doctor Who and thoughts on the show's new lead. Quote, "When I was doing Doctor Who, it was the realization of all my childhood fantasies. So I took to it like a duck to water, and I still do. Doctor Who was more important than life to me. I used to dread the end of rehearsal. That's why I can't stay away from it." Tom Baker's portrayal as the Fourth Doctor was a pivotal moment. It transformed him into a beloved figure in British pop culture and revitalized the show's popularity. He played the Doctor from 1974 to 81, becoming one of the most memorable and cherished actors to take on the role. His unique take on the character, marked by a whimsical yet enigmatic style, left a lasting impression that many fans and critics still celebrate today. When Tom was first cast as the Doctor, his career was already on an upward trajectory, but the role accelerated his rise to fame. He welcomed the creative opportunities the role offered, relishing the chance to play a benevolent alien whose adventures were unconstrained by ordinary human realities. This freedom allowed Tom to infuse the character with his own ideas and personality, making the Doctor stand out as both heroic and humorous. The show enjoyed high viewership during his tenure, consistently drawing between 8 to 11 million viewers per episode. Tom's life off-screen was equally colorful. He became a regular in the lively pub scene of Soho, mingling with notable figures from various artistic circles. This period of his life was marked by the joy of communal experiences and the sharing of ideas with peers. But after 7 years and 178 episodes, Tom decided to move on. During his time, he worked under 4 different producers and acted alongside 4 actresses who played the 3 assistant roles. His departure was also a personal turning point, as he married Lalla Ward, who played Romana, his co-star. Though their marriage was short-lived, it ended on friendly terms. Reflecting on the enduring appeal of Doctor Who, Tom recently commented on the casting of Ncuti Gatwa as the latest Doctor. "Oh, is this the next Doctor Who? A handsome young man. Marvelous cheekbones." He expressed approval and admiration for Gatwa's look, humorously praising his marvelous cheekbones, which highlighted his positive outlook on the show's future and new star. Tom's response underscores his support for the series' evolution and its new leading actor, who will be at the helm as the show enters a new era marked by international distribution through a partnership between the BBC and Disney. The new phase for Doctor Who, labeled as Season 1 of the Gatwa era, promises to blend respect for the show's rich history with fresh directions under the guidance of showrunner Russell T. Davies. With Gatwa's debut, the show aims to maintain its tradition of innovation while honoring its past. Post-Doctor Who. After his iconic role as Doctor Who, Tom Baker found himself deeply associated with the character, which made finding diverse acting roles challenging. But he remained active and sought after, particularly in voiceover work and on stage, where he returned to his roots in acting. In 1982, Tom took on one of literature's most famed characters, Sherlock Holmes, in a BBC miniseries adaptation of The Hound of the Baskervilles. This role allowed him to showcase his ability to capture the intricate and nuanced detective, adding another significant part to his portfolio. The same year, he ventured into Shakespeare and comedy, performing in the Royal Shakespeare Company's production of Educating Rita. Here, he played the disillusioned academic Dr. Frank Bryant, whose interactions with the spirited Rita brought a new energy to his career. The play was well received, touring from Inverness to Plymouth. Tom continued to intertwine his career with significant stage roles. He also played dual roles as Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty in The Mask of Moriarty at the Gate Theatre in Dublin. He lent his distinctive voice to a variety of projects, from animations like The Silver Chair, where he played the gloomy but wise Puddleglum, to narrating Little Britain. Personal life and turning 90. Tom has led a vibrant and sometimes complex personal life. He first married Anna Wheatcroft in 1961. The couple had 2 sons, but eventually divorced in 1966. Following this, Tom lost touch with his sons, only to reconnect with one of them, Pierce, by chance in a pub in New Zealand years later. In 1980, Baker married Lalla Ward, his co-star from Doctor Who. But their marriage was short-lived, and they divorced in April 1982. Tom's personal life took a pleasant turn when he and Sue Gerard, whom he'd met during his time on Doctor Who, decided to buy a home together in Kent. Sue was a former assistant editor on the show. The couple married April 1st, 1986. They settled into a quiet life away from the pub scenes of Soho, enjoying the tranquility of the countryside and their shared love of Burmese cats. They later moved to France in 2003, but eventually sold their French home and relocated to Royal Tunbridge Wells, Kent, and then to Rye, East Sussex. As Baker approached his 90th birthday, he reflected on his life and career with a notable sense of humor and perspective. He described himself as irreligious, occasionally identifying with Buddhist ideals, but clarifying that he's not anti-religious. Politically, he's expressed strong opinions over the years, showing disdain for both the Conservative Party and New Labour. Celebrating his milestone birthday, he participated in an interview and photo session with Radio Times, which included him wearing a replica of the iconic scarf from his Doctor Who days. Now it's time to hear from you. How does Tom Baker's Doctor compare to the other Doctors for you? Let us know in the comments section below.